Well, starting this weekend, you can get up close with Captain America, Spider-Man, and the Incredible Hulk.
Sounds pretty cool. We're not talking about a new superhero movie or a comic book, but Joe V is joining us live this morning at OMSI, telling us all about a new exhibit there that is all about the world of Marvel. Hey, Joe.
Well, I'm trying to get as close as I can to Captain America guys, but unfortunately, OMSI insists on putting this movie prop inside a glass case. I'm sure that's for the best. But OMSI's hosting a Marvel Universe of Superheroes right now. Actually, it opens tomorrow. It's going to run for several months here. And it runs you through the whole story of Marvel, not just the comics and the movies, but the stories behind the people that created these characters. And so Captain America was one that, he goes back to even pre-World War II, right? It was, I guess, 1940 when he popped up, right?
Released 1 year before the U.S. entered the war. So very timely. Marvel often incorporates, current events into the comic books they put out.
And it continues all the way through, the 21st century. So this is an actual prop. The great thing is they have comics, and then they also have actual props from the movie. So this is from the second Avengers movie. And what's neat is you can actually learn about, in some cases, kind of how they put these together. This shows like renderings of like I guess a virtual Chris Evans here, getting suited up as Captain America. You've got not one, you have two Captain America shields.
Of course we do. We have to have one that's battle-worn and one that's pristine.
Of course. Now you're just showing off. And Marvel recently, I guess they've branched out obviously into TV as well.
Yeah.
And so WandaVision is a show that's popular. It launched on Disney Plus, and this is something that Elizabeth Olsen wore in that show, right?
Yes.
And you're seeing the renderings here. Very cool. And let's talk a little bit, let's get back to the comics, because that's obviously where it all begins. You were talking about the different jobs of all the different people that it would take, for example, to put together a comic book or a comic book cover, which we're seeing an original comic book cover right here.
Yeah. So Marvel had actually a really unique process for doing that. They had storytellers who wrote general outlines, but they gave a lot of power to the people who were actually drawing the art. So they had someone that penciled it. And then because the machines that they used, they couldn't pick up the pencil color, they actually had to send it to an inker who went over every single line in crazy detail to make what we see here.
And then someone would go back and color it.
Exactly.
Right? So, there was all sorts of different jobs. And again, the Avengers obviously is a big movie franchise, all sorts of great things, but it all started with one character in the movie world anyways.
Yes.
And that's Iron Man, and you have not one, not two, you have 3 actual Iron Man suits from the movies.
Yeah, from different movies as well, and you're right, Iron Man kicked off in 2008, the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the huge franchise we know today, so this is a really important character for a lot of folks.
Okay, well, hey, OMSI's Marvel Universe of Superheroes. It opens tomorrow. It's going to run into April. Is that right?
April 9th. You got a long time to come see it.
So you have plenty of time to come check out Iron Man, the whole gang. And we've got a lot more to show you coming up a little bit later in the show, including a visit with your friendly neighborhood web slinger, guys. Back to you in the studio.
Oh, very intriguing.
Can't wait for that. All right, Joe. Thank you. Okay.